Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the relationship, the love relationship. In love relationship, I have found a lot of issues related to related to expression. You know, how to express, whether sometimes what happens, there is a situation where somebody loves other person. They are in a relationship, obviously, but sometimes we are not in a situation, or we just ignore the situation and we never express our some positive vibes. Let's take an example. Whenever you fight on something, or whenever you reach to the level where you have that intense fight, where it tends to break up, then we always try to say that I have tried doing this thing, and I had this kind of feeling for you, this kind of positive feeling for you, but you never notice that. And you don't even know what I was trying to do for you, what I was doing for you, this thing which I sacrificed. The problem is, when we have a big fight, and when that intense fight, which reaches to the level of breakup, then only we express what we have done and what we were doing for the other person. So my point is, why don't you just say it before it, before your intense fight, or before the worst situation? Why do we always wait for the worst situation to come, and then we always say, and then we try to bring this information up and try to convince other person that what I have done for you and you never notice this? So my point is, just say it whenever you have a good mood, or whenever you have positive things going on. Always try to say, hey buddy, I really have done something for you, and I sacrificed this thing because I really love you. I never wanted to say it in a way, but I didn't mean to just say it that I have done something for you, but it's something I really wanted you to know, that how much I love you and how intense my feelings are for you, because everything is for you. So you need to say it, because the problem is that we don't say it. We don't say a lot of things. We don't express our feelings, which see, in my point of view, if you have some kind of feelings for others, so that is the property of that other person. Always try to give him, it's the feeling for him or for her is his property. So let's just share that, or let's just give it to that person. So if something comes up, and I really feel like that she is wonderful, she's a wonderful person, so I always try to smile it inside, and I never say it. That's the problem, which which creates the later part of the intense fight issues. Because it's the human being is dynamic, and you should always understand this fact, that you try to do new things for each other, and the relationship will be very, very warm. You can keep it warm in a way that you should do some innovative efforts. Let's just make him, or let's just make her special anytime, and a lot of surprises. It doesn't require a lot of money. It's just sometimes, even in a daytime, just send a message that I was thinking about you, and I really wanted to say that I love you. That's it. Or sometimes you just say it. I don't want to teach you the innovation, but maybe in my point of view, I can just tell you certain ideas that maybe if you have access to to talk to her or talk to him even in the night, just 2 a.m., 1 a.m., I know that it's sometimes annoying, but between two people who carries a very beautiful relationship, it doesn't matter that if you just call her or call him in the night 1 o'clock and just say, hey, I just have one liner information for you. I was just missing you and I really love you. That's it. So sometimes it's very it's very annoying, or sometimes you might also be thinking that, hey, this is a bad idea. It's just uh, very common kind of question. But see, we are human beings, and we always say something, then other person can listen to it. Also, we also listen to it at the same time. Otherwise, how would we always talk to ourselves? Always try to understand we have kind of two people inside. We always discuss with ourselves, and we always say that, hey, should we do this, or should I do this, or should I not do this? So just did you notice whom you talk to? You talk to yourself. We always say, why don't you just talk to yourself before saying this? So guys, when we say something, the other person who is inside us also listen to it. So that's what I'm saying. Never ignore your feelings. Always say it. That is very important aspect of the love life. And the second thing, never promise anything when you're too happy or maybe too angry. The reason, never make decisions, right? And saying is something, see, when we say a lot of harsh words, bitter words, we always feel kind of satisfaction inside at the same time. But it's not necessary that that these words might go to other person and will give the same kind of pleasure. So in my opinion, by saying, you always feel that we hurt somebody. In an intense fight, you say something that, hey, on that day you were doing that thing wrong, and that's why I felt very bad, and at the same time I thought I will never be in the relationship. But you never said at that time, right? You kept inside, and that whole bucket was kept on filling. So never keep the things inside. Just sit in a good mood and just sort that out, because we are human beings, and it's gonna be always a lot of mistakes, which will we will make a lot of mistakes with no doubts. But it's, if you talk about these bitter things in a good mood, never discuss in that way, that you get you get in a hot discussion. I don't want to say that you put the good moments in a bitter way, just in a very polite way, that, hey darling, I understand, and I remember that I did that mistake, and I will not follow. I will not repeat it. I'm sorry. So you need to just identify these things, and I'll just also guide you through in the next session of this love relationship. It might be helpful, it might not be helpful for some people, but it doesn't hurt if I try to give you some kind of inputs, and maybe some of the people might feel some kind of help from this information will make my day. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.